Hi everyone, and welcome back to English for Communication with me, Sam Potter. In today's lesson, we will look at big numbers, pronunciation of numbers, and common mistakes which Vietnamese students make. We use numbers every day, and numbers play a very important role in our lives. Most of you, I'm sure, can count from 1 to 10 and even 1 to 100. However, there are a number of pronunciation mistakes which occur that you don't realize that you are making. As the Vietnamese currency deals with very large numbers, this can often cause mistakes and occur or a misunderstanding when communicating in English. In today's lesson, we will focus on large numbers, common mistakes, and also ordinal numbers. As a warm-up, pause the video and count from 1 to 50. Try to go slowly and make all the sounds in the number as clear as you can. Finished? Okay, good. Now let's get started. One of the first common mistakes which I come across all the time with my students is how to pronounce correctly the numbers of teens and tens. Take a look. 13, 30. 14, 40. 15, 50. 16, 60. 17, 70. 18, 80. 19, 90. There are two things which you should focus on. The first is where the stress is in the word. For all the teens, you can see that the stress is at the start of the teen, so in the middle of the word. This will help you to make the two numbers sound different. It's very, very important. The other thing to do is to lengthen the sound of the teen slightly. This will help you to make the correct difference between the two different numbers. So let's try again. I will say the number and you repeat after me. 13 and 30. 14, 40. 15, 50. 16, 60. 17, 70. 18, 80. 19, 90. The next numbers we will look at are called ordinal numbers. These are the numbers we use in dates or the order. So when someone wins a race, you become first and second and third. These are important as we use ordinal numbers every day at work. If you talk to customers in English like a receptionist in a hotel, it is extremely important to have good pronunciation when working with dates. Are you ready? Okay, repeat after me. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. The numbers following then take on the same sequence as before, 22nd, 23rd, and so on. Some of these numbers can be incredibly hard to say and can also be a problem for some native speakers too. There are two main reasons why. Number one, whenever you have three consonants next to each other in a word, these are known as consonant clusters. They are hard as you need to change the shape of your mouth quickly to make the correct sound. Pronunciation is easily lost, so the word takes more skill to say, which only comes from practice. Let's practice some more three-letter consonant clusters. 4th, 5th, 16th. This is the same for other words like strawberry, scream, throw, split. Number two, we are moving on to the TH sound. The TH sound is in most of the consonant clusters, and it's at the end of the word. Remember, the TH, you must breathe out to make the correct sound. At the end of the word, you have only a little bit of breath left in your lungs, and it can make it very hard to say. So, here are some tips. Make sure you are sitting or standing up straight. Take in a deep breath. And make sure that you go nice and slow. To make all the correct sounds in the words, we need to change the shape of the mouth many times. When you watch me making the sound in the words, notice how my mouth changes shape at times, and it looks like I'm even smiling. This is my mouth working hard to make the clearest sounds possible. You must also make sure your mouth moves like this, okay? A lazy mouth cannot pronounce words correctly in English. So you can also use a mirror so that you can see your mouth moving. And you can see what your mouth is doing. After practicing over and over again, your mouth will start to remember and your pronunciation will improve a lot, okay? So, now go back and repeat the ordinal numbers again, and see if this time you can make the sounds clearer than before. The final part of our numbers lesson today is big numbers. I am going to teach you the rules which make it easier to say any number. Anything over 100 is classed as a big number, because we change the way we say the number. 99, 100, 101, 102, and 2. Where we place the and is very important. It can be confusing for the speaker, but it's also very confusing for the listener if your and is in the wrong place. So, the and must always follow the 100, even if it's hundreds of thousands or even hundreds of millions. Let's begin by saying these numbers. 122, 376, 733, 920, 1111, 4,654, 8,435, 22,908. One exception to this rule is if there is no hundreds. So the and follows after the 1,000. 5,067. As the numbers get bigger, the pattern continues to be the same. Take a look at these numbers. 123,456. 654,321. 999,999. We continue the same pattern all the way through to millions and billions. 1 million has 6 zeros. 1 billion has 9 zeros. Okay, let's have a look at these numbers. 484,337,234. 11,206,555,181. Great job today. That's the end of today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Keep practicing what you've learned, and I will see you in the next video.